Niners Nation, how's it going, faithful? Let's go. I am ready for this draft. I don't know about you, Hunter, but I'm so
Um,
excited because there's anything can happen. It's tomorrow at 5. Let's go, Niners.
yeah, I'm ready for this. We need it. We need it big. We need to hit big tomorrow.
Yeah. So this is our second episode of Question Everything. Welcome. If you haven't joined, please subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. What we're going to talk about today is going to be the 49ers mock draft. So what we're going to do is just play around, do a mock draft. But before we do that, we're going to cover a little bit of Niner news. So with that, let's transfer it over to the webpage. So right now, the first thing that we do see, Hunter, is a lot of rumors. We have Ayuk being the most talked about Niner, uh, which essentially could be flipped tomorrow in this trade. There's so many teams that are linked to him in this article right here. We do have Ayuk going to either the Colts or the Jags. I mean, what's your thoughts about this?
Well, I mean, for us, I mean, I've been thinking about it. Like, I want to keep Ayuk, but like I said, we have too many holes. And
Mm-hmm.
with next year, like Brock being like, his contract is due and he needs to get paid, and we can't afford to lose him.
Right.
Um, I'm curious to see what the Colts could offer, and the same thing with the Jags, because I know they're both in need of desperate need of wide receivers.
Well, right here it does say that the Colts do own the number 15th overall pick, and the Jaguars have the number 17th. Do you see the Niners trading Ayuk for either the 15th or the 17th overall?
Um, there's a strong possibility, but I think that that's still a little too low
Mm-hmm.
for Brandon Ayuk. I think we can get a little higher, or at least if unless they're willing to throw in other couple of picks as on top of a player. Other than that, I think that's just way too cheap, especially considering Ayuk's caliber.
Right. I just feel that the type of season and progression he had the past few seasons with the Niners, literally starting from the bottom to being like the number one wideout for us last year, dependable in the playoffs, amazing like hands. Definitely won the game for us, helped win the game for us against the Lions in the playoffs. You know, these are things that we definitely got to consider. But on the flip side, it seems to me from what I'm hearing that he is requesting something in the range of about like 20 to 25 million, 28 million per year. We already have Debo for about 28 per. So having two wideouts, I don't know how they're gonna make that fit.
Yeah, well, I mean, if cap wasn't the issue, then definitely, you know, I say keep him. But considering the holes and the people we need to pay, no way.
Mm-hmm.
But I do kind of see the Jags being a better contender because their quarterback really needs help in the wide receiver position. He can definitely give them a boost because they were already a contender last year,
Mm-hmm.
but with Ayuk he can elevate it. So I think we can just get more than just the number 17 spot.
That's true. Okay, so final answer here. Would you entertain the Colts 15 or the Jaguars 17? Would you do it?
Overall, between the two, I'd probably go with the Colts for a higher pick, definitely,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be something else included because, like I said, you got a pretty much a future Hall of Famer receiver in Brandon Ayuk, and you can't just
Right.
hand him up for free practically.
No,
To
that's a
me,
good
that's
point.
just to me that's a cheap deal. That's
Right.
almost the lines of like what Justin Fields and the Steelers did. That's to me that was a
Right.
cheap deal.
Right. All right. So let's go to the next article. The next one we got here is going to be speaking of going, Ayuk going to the Jets. Now, this is a little bit interesting. I personally don't like this. And the reason here in the article, it does state, according to Ryan Fowler, the Niners and Ayuk, they package them or they trade them to the Jets for a third round pick, number 72, and a fourth round pick. I'm not sure that I would want Ayuk to be flipped for a third and a fourth. I feel like we could get more, especially if the Colts and the Jags are offering the first. This one kind of seems super wet.
Definitely, this is for me a definite pass because I think the Jets are desperate considering what kind of year they had and considering everything's banking on Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
And if they really want IU, they got to cough up more than that. And like you
Yeah.
said, this is just a hard pass for me. So because it's not worth it on our end. I mean, I don't mind helping out, as long as it goes to a different, not the NFC,
Conference.
but a conference.
Right.
Sorry, conference, AFC conference. This is fine. But
Hmm.
again, it's just the compensation they want. Again, that's a easy pass for me.
Yeah. And it's funny that you said you have no problem with Ayuk going to the AFC because that's a segue to the next article, which I personally like. And this article really makes me wonder if it is possible. Now, this article is stating that the Chargers will be willing to give up the fifth overall for Ayuk. Now, this one really has my attention. The reason being, with the number five, we could either get the replacement receiver in Neighbors from LSU, or we could get Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State as the top wideout. If they drop to number five, I'm sure we could get one of them. But then also, our biggest need is an offensive lineman. So we could get the number one lineman, in the country out of college with that number fifth or the fifth pick, sorry. And by doing so, it will protect our quarterback Purdy. And now, if we have like a top right tackle, imagine what we can do, how our offense will look like. Yes, Ayuk is amazing. He's dope. But imagine having a solid right tackle that goes along with the solid Hall of Famer left tackle, right? And Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not only can Purdy have time in the pocket to make decisions, but imagine the holes that could open up for CMC now, and
Yeah.
either the left or right. That's gonna really put the defense that's going against us like their backs against the wall. So to me, this pick is really, really interesting.
Yeah, this is the one I would like definitely take it over. This one would be, like something I would, okay, I'll consider it
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, considering like that's always been our weakest point is on the right side. That your protection on the right side has always been a problem. And as far as weapons goes, you know what? We still got Debo.
Right.
We still go, Jawan Jennings, CMC, Kittle, Juszczyk, who I feel like has been underused.
Yep.
So I mean, and even what's this called? What's his name? Jawan Jennings, like I said, he really stepped up during the Super Bowl and
Oh
during the
yeah.
playoffs, and so he's a he's an obvious weapon. And the more we could, we could probably develop him even more, and I'm sure he'll be a better receiver next year.
Mm-hmm.
So far, this is sounding pretty good to me. The only part I don't like is that we have to give up the 31st pick. That's the only part I have a problem with.
Right.
I still feel like it, even though, yeah, we're getting the fifth, but at the same time, I don't want to give 31st because who knows what else we can get.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the 94th, but other than that, that's my only beef with this proposal.
Well,
Is
I mean, I don't like that either. Giving up our first round pick, which is the 31st, it's really going to be detrimental to us because if we were to have the number five plus the 31st, now we could either go receiver, and then with the 31st, we could still get a solid lineman, or
Mhm,
we could do two linemen, get a right tackle and like a right guard or a center,
mhm,
or we could get a receiver at 31. Like, I like having our options early,
uh-huh.
but at the same time, that number 94, I don't mind that, but
Yeah, like I said, it's just the 31st. I feel like we're giving up a little too much because that's a pretty big advantage of having like two possible, top
right.
picks in the first round. That's going to be
Mhm.
huge. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to play it out. But I hope they don't do that 31st. I'm okay
Yeah.
with 94th and maybe adding another one, maybe another late rounder, but
Hmm.
that's all I'm willing to give. Because if
Yeah,
that, then because I'm sure there's plenty of teams that are desperate for a receiver right now. Because
for sure.
you still got the Steelers,
Hmm.
especially now they got the Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. So I'm sure that's a big thing that they want to play around with.
Right.
And I'm sure Detroit wouldn't mind having another receiver as well, even though they got a good receiver in Amon Ra, St. Brown. But having the extra weapon really could have helped them out in the playoffs.
So, recapping what we just covered with these three articles, having the Colts at 15, the Jags at 17, the Jets, nah, I'm good. Sorry, Jets. Unless you throw in a future first rounder or something, we're not going to take a third and a fourth. Sorry. So we're not going to consider the Jets one. Or the Chargers here, the number 5 for Ayuk. I mean, out of these teams, which one sounds the most? If you could
Well, I
do it.
mean, like I said, like out of all of them, the Chargers seem the best.
Okay.
The Jets, no, thank you.
Right.
Colts, no. I mean, it's a possibility, but they have to throw in something else because they can't just do an even trade for Brandon Ayuk for that.
Right.
And if the Jags are serious, not just like I wouldn't mind getting in something else, some sort of compensatory draft
Right.
on top. But
Right.
no, so far the Chargers is the only one that stands out to me, and that's the only one that I would consider.
Okay. All right. So the whole topic of this particular episode, episode number 2. Again, just to recap, thank you for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We are going to bring you a lot of Niner content. We're going to also cover the Warriors, some Giants, some Sharks. This is the Bay Area channel right here. So if you follow any of these teams, please subscribe, tell your friends about it. We are going to start opening up and going live tomorrow during the draft. So we are going live at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday. And we're going to be watching the draft along with you. So let's call this a watch party. And the chat will be there. So we'll be interacting. So this whole channel, Question Everything, is to talk about what you think the Niners should do, and let's have a healthy debate about it. You might be right, I might be wrong, but let's have a good time talking sports, what we all love. So moving forward to the next topic, let's talk about this mock draft. This is why we're here. So again, this is Wednesday, the day before the draft. So with you, Hunter, let's say here we got to set this up. So we're gonna do, how many rounds should we do?
Um, let's try 4 since this is
Okay.
kind of new to us, and I'm sure we're more interested in the first couple rounds than the last.
Okay. No, for sure, definitely. So we're gonna leave trades on. We are going to let the CPU pick. So that's good. We are gonna select the Niners. So let's enter the draft.
Yeah.
You ready?
Well, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, here
Who
we
knows?
go.
This might be a job audition for us.
All right. So the whole reason, everyone, that we covered those articles is to kind of like give us an idea what Ayuk is worth. If we're gonna really cement the future, whether it's going to be on the line, a receiver to replace Ayuk, instead of owing 25 plus million, we got to think of the team. And right now, we have that opportunity to make these trades for fun. So you mentioned that the Chargers pick you would consider, correct?
Yep.
All right. So let's mess around. Let's have a good time. Let's try to do that trade. So let's select a team. So let's see here. Let me make sure that we're doing it right. Team console, select a team. It is not working. Not sure why. I love it. I love it. So let me try it again. Nope, it is not working. Let me refresh and see if this will work. So we got 4 rounds. Perfect. Niners.
Niners.
There it is. All right. So enter draft.
There
Here's
we
our
go.
picks. Make a trade. All right. So, wait a minute. Why does it say we have the fifth one already? Hold on. I was messing around before we actually did this, so let's try it again. All right. So let's do
Oh,
that. Enter the draft. Okay. Select the team. Select your draft pick. Then choose a team. So we are going to let's just start the draft. Do you want to try it? For some reason,
try the one that because I think the last time, even though you did a refresh, you forgot to pick the Niners. Maybe that's
okay.
why. See, right there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Niners, enter draft.
Yeah.
There we go. Make a trade. There it is.
There
This guy knows it. This
we
guy.
go.
All right. So
Hey,
Chargers.
I'm really trying to get that job.
Well, for some reason, it already says.
Well, that's fine. For the sake of time and argument, we already proposed Brandon Ayuk, and we'll see how that goes.
Hold on. One more time. One more time.
All right.
So we're gonna try this one more time. There it is. So make a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Select the team. Go Chargers. You need to add
You have to add
players.
the player first.
All right. So I'm gonna add Ayuk. There it is. And then we're gonna do Chargers. Haha, there it
There we
is.
go.
Let's
There
go.
we go.
All right. So add trade. Now with this, are we gonna add anything else or just straight up Ayuk for the number 5?
For now, just for the sake of practice, we'll just stick to the straight number 5 to make it easy, and
Okay.
let's see how it goes from the rest and what we can get.
Well, right now it's saying that they will consider accepting it. So let's see. So your trade proposal, Ayuk to the Chargers, we get the number 5 overall. So let's decide. All right, here we go.
All right.
So now let's start the draft. We're at number 5. So here it is. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Ah, shoot. Now we're getting trade offers. All right. So the first trade is from the Vikings. They're going to offer the number 11th pick, 23 and 31st. How did they get the 31st? No. And a player?
For who though?
A corner, though.
Well, we do need a corner.
We do.
We need, but who do you want for it? Just for our number 5 pick? Huh.
Just for the number 5.
That sounds pretty tempting.
I know. We can move down to 11. And the crazy thing is, before this populated, the Bears picked the alt for like the top lineman, which is surprising. So I don't know. What should we do?
The clock's ticking on us, so we got
I
to
know.
offer. So you know what?
Next
What
offer. You want to do it?
I don't know. All right.
We do get number 23 though.
Yeah.
Oh, we get a 5th rounder.
We get a 5th rounder.
Why don't you just do it?
Let's do it. Let's just see what the heck.
Dude, we're gonna
know.
I don't even know if the other trade we could see next offer.
Okay, next offer. Let's take a look.
But if
we'll do one next offer just to see how it goes.
Hold on. If I click next offer, we might lose this though. Are you cool with that?
I'll cool it.
All right, here we go. Next offer.
Ooh,
Dolphins are offering the 21st. Their 5th, 158. Number 1 next year, and a two number ones next year.
Ooh.
So we could kind of recoup from that Trey Lance debacle.
Yeah.
Would you consider this? I mean, I think the Vikings had a better one, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of like the Vikings because that also.
Here, watch. I could go to previous offer.
Yeah,
see, this one has number 11 and 23.
But at the same time, how much is Byron Murphy going to cost us? Like in the long run, like contract.
Who cares? I don't know, man. Like if he's doo-doo, then we trade him. You know, like I really don't know.
Well, that's true. So you know what?
Let's hold
Let's
on.
do another offer.
Yeah, let's look because we got three offers. All right, so that's the Dolphins. Dolphins, I'm good. I don't want
Hmm.
that. That's heck of whack. So let's see.
Plus,
Oh, wait a
ooh,
minute.
the
So the
Commanders.
Commanders are throwing the kitchen sink at us. So they're gonna give us a second round number 40 overall. Is that right? And number 36? No, am I reading that right? I don't know.
Pick eight, but that's for they're both all second rounds though.
Right. And then a
But
first rounder next year, a
and
second rounder, and a third rounder. I mean, that sounds tempting, but I'm not into that.
well, I don't know. Even though like the Commanders are not really the top, I still kind of like the Vikings the best.
You want to do the Vikings? Because we get a
Let's do the
corner,
Vikings.
we fill a need, and we get number 11 and 23.
Yeah, and plus, like even though like first rounds doesn't always pan out to be the best, as we
Right.
found out, like hey, the last couple of years, all the the top number ones, they all been flops.
So
So
essentially, if we were to trade, we will own the number 11, number 23, and now the number 31st,
mhm.
31. So we'll have three first round picks off of this, plus a cornerback. That's pretty solid, actually. I
I'm
like
good
that.
with it.
You want to
I'm
do
good
it?
with it.
All
Let's
right,
do
here
it.
we go. Let's do it. Accept the trade. We move down. All right. We're at number 11 now. And I'm sure we're going to get hit up with a trade. There it is.
Oh,
All right. So the Colts are now willing to throw us an offensive guard, Will Fries. I wish they gave us like a profile on here so we
yeah,
could
like
kind
your
of see what their
stats.
stats are. Right. So they're going to offer us number 15, 46, 234, and a seventh rounder. I'm good.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm not feeling that.
Okay. You want to
So,
see if there's another offer?
yeah, there's another offer. So let's see.
Let's take a look.
This one, the Titans are
Ooh.
offering 38, 106.
Defensive tackle. That. Oh,
Uh,
Brunskill.
and we had Brunskill. He was
Oh,
our
we
center,
had
I think. Yeah, we had him. I think we had him. Yeah, we had Brunskill.
we had
Yeah, yeah.
Brunskill at the past. I think we should. I'm good. I don't
Let's
know
just
about you.
want to just reject it.
Reject it all.
All right, rejecting it all. All right, so check this out though. Let's recap the draft so far.
Hmm.
So Joe Alt, the top lineman, went to the Bears.
Hmm.
Caleb Williams to the Commanders, which is interesting.
Hmm.
Marvin Harrison to the Patriots, which is great, but who's their quarterback?
Well, that's the number one question that they need to figure out. Hey, you
Right.
never know. Jimmy G might be free.
I give
He
him
might go
back.
back.
Give him back.
Well, actually, no, that might be tough too because you know what? Since Belichick's out, he's the only one high on Jimmy G. So who knows
Right.
if they want it back?
Right. So
So
neighbors went number 4 to the Cardinals, which makes sense. So we traded number 5. Okay. So there's a tight end. There's another tackle. Quarterback Daniels. All right. Receiver. Quarterback. All right. So now, what do you think we should draft? A corner. We got a corner already.
mhm.
I don't know if he's solid, but we got him from the Vikings. We could either go receiver or offensive line, edge.
I would go
Hmm,
for
Let's look.
the guy from Penn State. Looks pretty good too. The offensive line, because I mean the wide receiver, like I said, is not a priority,
It's
but
not, dude.
protecting,
Right.
but protecting our investment, Brock. That's our main priority.
Yeah, but okay. So this dude right here, Fashanu. I don't want to butcher it. I apologize if I did, but
Mhm.
let's check out his profile. All right. So he's 6'6", 312. He's a junior. Let's go down. Um, Left tackle.
Mhm.
We don't need a left tackle, but uh,
Well, I mean, in a sense, we do because Trent, even though Trent's still good, but he's getting up there and he's
you're
been
right.
injured a lot,
You're
so
right.
that still might be a consideration.
Okay, so we're looking at his overall rating. He's 89.9 out of 100, which is solid. Pass
Pass
blocking is
blocker,
97%. That's
I
amazing.
like that because that's what we
Now,
need a pass
that's what we
blocking.
need, right?
Yeah,
Run blocking 76. I mean, that we could work with that. That's cool.
yeah, that's still decent in my opinion.
And ESPN is giving him 3 out of 5. Uh, 24/7 Sports 3 out of 5. Okay, so there's this guy, Fashanu, right? Yeah, Fashanu.
Bashanu. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at J.C. Latham. Let's see. So this guy out of Alabama, 6'6", 342.
He's
So
heavier.
a little bit
He's a little
heavier,
heavier. Yeah.
which is good. He could be a good anchor right there. Right tackle.
That's
Okay,
what we need.
that's what we're looking at. We like that. 21. All right. So his overall
Ooh,
rating is 89 out of 100. Now look at
that,
this. His pass blocking is 92. His run is 85. Way better than the other candidate.
hmm
I
I
mean,
like this guy so far.
oh, look
Week
at
three.
these grades, though, bro.
Oh,
5 out of 5 across the board.
yeah.
If it
I
were
think.
up to me, he fits our need because he's a right tackle,
Yep.
right? And we could also draft at number 21, I believe we have.
Yeah.
We could draft a left tackle if we needed to.
If he's still available,
Right.
we can pick him up.
All right. So
But I would get this guy.
you want to draft him?
I want to draft him.
All right. He is a Niner. JC Latham, welcome to the Niners. All right. So we're pick number 23. Let's see who we got here. We're just waiting for all these other teams to go. So in the meantime, depending on what's left and what's available,
hmm
I mean, I'm okay with going with another lineman because again, people that don't agree with that. We got to protect Purdy. I mean,
hmm
Purdy, he's amazing when he's under pressure. He was the top quarterback when he was under
Yep.
pressure. Very accurate. Imagine if we give him time with a line that is young, just like him. So
Yeah.
they're all going to grow. They're all going to mature in this league together.
hmm
They could get that kind of bond, which is important. I'm just saying though, man. Like,
Yeah. Like I said, all the other stuff because I feel like we already got the corner, right?
mhm,
And I still feel that we're good with the wide receiver as far as core, like receivers that we have.
mhm.
So I would go another lineman. That's just me
I
because, like I
mean,
said, Brock's our future, and we got to protect him because look what happened when he got hurt,
right.
like against the Eagles when we were in the playoffs, right?
Right. Mhm.
Imagine if we had that kind of protection. Who knows? We could have been champs instead. Like we
Oh,
could have
for
gone to the
sure.
conference, the Super Bowl instead of the Eagles.
Right. For
So
sure.
protection is key, and
Hmm.
there's been so many times some of the games are too close because we lack protection. So I said
Yeah.
go for protection.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and you know me, Hunter, like I'm all about my boy Purdy. As you can see
hmm
behind me, like that's my dog right
And
there. So I'm like saying that receiver at some point we did trade Ayuk, so we have to keep that in mind.
hmm
We have to draft a receiver. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
right
can
now we
draft
don't
them,
need it
but
right
like
now.
we don't need it right now. But to address the main ones that we need, definitely another O line.
All right, so check this out. We got Futanu,
Troy.
Troy Futanu out of Washington. We got Graham Barden, which I heard a lot about. He played center. Barden, he played center, then transitioned out to tackle, and he also is familiar with the guard position, which is great. So he's a Swiss Army knife. That's
hmm
awesome. But I also heard Jackson Power Johnson. That dude's a beast right there. So
Mm.
let's see what we got. Let's look at the profiles real
Let's
quick.
compare let's see
Right.
what Troy's got.
All right. So
He's a little
offensive
light.
6'4", 317. Left tackle. I mean, there we go. We got the replacement for Trent. He
hmm
could mentor him.
hmm
He's 23. Um, let's see,
Ooh,
88.6. Pass blocking, 91. Okay, but his run blocking.
that's a little. But at the same time, considering we have CMC and and use check to create holes for him.
Kittle.
That's not really like that big of a concern to me.
Right.
But let's see what the other guys have
All right. So there's
because the pass blocking is the biggest
Furtado.
thing for me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, for sure. But just like Latham, you got to have a
hmm
mix of both. If you could have like run, like
hmm
blocking, pass blocking in the 90 percentile, and then run blocking in the 80 plus, man, we're solid there. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good stepping stone. So
So this.
for Graham Barden, he's 6'5", 313, so taller but lighter. Um, let's see, 87.9,
Ooh, 70,
78%,
77.
and 76.
Mm, I don't know about that.
Right.
I'd rather stick it out with Troy, but let's see what the other guy that you were
Right.
high on,
Yeah.
Powers.
Yeah. All right. 6'3", 328. All right. So a
He's a
little
little
bit
shorter,
shorter, but
but
he has good weight on him. Uh,
he's a little beefier.
and he's a center as well. So if we play this right, we got Latham, the rookie right tackle.
Hmm.
We do have it could be Feliciano,
Hmm.
right guard. Um, or it could be oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank with our other right guard who's
Hmm.
a little bit younger. Um, we have him, and then we have an older center that we could definitely consider getting
This guy
Powers
would be
Johnson.
in his replacement,
Right.
but we'll see how he does overall. Oh,
Oh
that
my gosh, look at that,
the
dude.
pass blocking and the run blocking, that is definitely a plus for me.
That's amazing. Wait, okay,
He's a
so he's a
center.
center. He's 21. But oh my god, dude, that's amazing. So now think about it.
He
We
can
got
also
we got
not necessarily transition to the right guard, but he can assist the right guard. As far as pass protection wise.
yeah, get them the
So
block. Yep.
I I'm pretty high on this guy. Is there another guy you want to look at though?
I mean we can, but right now we got to consider like the picture here. So we got Trent on the left, we got Powers Johnson at center, and then we got Latham on the right. Now our guards, um, they're pretty decent, and it will definitely give them flexibility
Hmm.
with individual with this type of like
Hmm.
stat line. So for me, I like him.
Let's
We
let's
could look at a guide in here. We could look at him
let's
and
take a quick
see.
look. He's pretty close to Powers.
Oh, he's very tall, 6'8".
Ooh, 6'8". That's a big boy.
Yeah, but you got to consider Purdy, 6'2", I believe,
Yeah,
6'2", 6'1", 6'2". So he's a
but he's
right
a right
tackle.
tackle.
He is a right tackle. 80%, 67.
Powers still got my vote.
So you want to go with Powers?
I would go with Powers.
All right, so we're drafting Powers. Welcome to the Niners. Let's go to we're going to be drafting fairly soon at number
Mhm.
31. Um,
Let's see what we have. Since we got, let's see what we have as far as wide receivers or who's available left.
okay, so we got Troy Franklin out of Oregon. Let's look at his profile here. 6'2". That's a good height. That's a
It's
good
not.
height.
It's about average.
Oh, he's a Bay Area kid too. He's
Oh,
PA.
he's
Let's
Palo
go.
Alto.
Come on,
Woo.
EPA. Let's go. All right, so
Let's
let's
see.
see. Um, 21. Um,
Okay.
so his hands are not the greatest, but he is good at short routes. He's a
Immediate
good route runner.
deep threat. Hmm. He's
He's a good route runner.
yeah. He's not bad. I mean,
Blocking is where Ayuk really like excelled at was the
mm,
blocking and the hands. The hands we could
the
work with
hands
the
is the
hands.
important things. But
Right,
like I said, if he, especially if he develop under Brock.
right.
You know what's another position I consider besides being a wide receiver?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, is maybe a tight end because we need to
Really?
free up. Yeah, the reason why is because you know what, we need to free up Kittle because he's a threat, but we never use him too much. We always use him as a blocker or whatnot, you know. So
But
I feel like if we have an extra tight end, and plus, like it's a good because we don't know how, like I said, the future. I'm thinking of future because I know I can't picture Kittle anywhere else because he's my man.
right.
But we have to take that consideration, considering how we still got a few other people to take care of, like Warner, Greenlaw, Funga.
No, I hear
So,
you. I just
so
disagree because I mean, getting a tight end that's great and all, but that will force us to run a two tight end set, which it could help in terms of blocking and getting Kittle free, but then we also lose the receiver. You know, I mean, I guess since
I
we're
mean, in a sense, we're not really losing a receiver if you think about it, because like I said, you still got Debo, you still got Jennings, you got CMC, and you also got Juszczyk, right? So
right.
that's right there, and even Ray McLeod is not that bad, you
Hold
know.
on. So I heard a lot about Kool Aid McKinstry. He's a cornerback
Hmm.
out of Alabama. So I heard a lot of things where the Niners were projected to draft him. And
Oh.
so QB rating when targeted, that's not too bad. That's about average, I believe,
Hmm.
66%. Tackling is good. I like the tackling. The run defense is solid. Coverage is amazing. I like that.
The
You
zone is
know,
another one, and the man press is pretty good.
so imagine we got Moody Ward.
Hmm.
We also got Lenore that could go back to nickel.
Hmm.
Since we already lost dude from the Falcons that 1 year.
Hmm.
It was frustrating me. But like he's
I,
gone.
I understand. So having another corner wouldn't be hurt either. It's
No.
considering he's still a young buck, and not only that, but considering his skill sets, right? I wouldn't mind picking it up actually,
Yeah, I
because we could
mean,
always wait till the next round to get another receiver.
right, right.
Yeah, and
So
pass defense is a big plus.
I mean, there's that. We also could look at defensive line opposite of Bosa, since Drake Jackson, we don't know like really what's going on. You know,
Hmm.
if he's going to have like a breakout third year, we're not sure. So they got this guy here, 6'5", 285, Missouri. He's edge, uh, run defense.
Tackling, the tackling part is worrisome to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd rather go
So
corner.
you want to go corner? Want to go with Kool Aid McKinstry?
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
go with the Kool Aid man.
let's do it. All right, so we're drafting him. Remember, we're doing 4 rounds, man, so we kind of have to speed this up.
Yeah, I know.
Come
We can.
on,
Let's see
come
what
on,
we got.
man. All right, so let's see. I don't think John Lynch will be pleased if we were in the war room with the Niners, because we'll just be talking. They'll be like, "Bro, come on, you got to draft."
Hey, my excuse is, hey, I didn't pick the kicker that messed up.
Hey,
So
hey, hey,
I,
hey,
I
hey!
don't.
Too soon, man. Too
Too
soon, man.
soon.
Too
Too
soon,
soon.
man.
All right.
All
Still, I'm
right.
still pissed that they wasted a draft on the punter and the kicker. Because don't get,
No, you
yeah,
got dude.
but on the punter, come on, seriously. You know what I mean? That was just a waste. It's not
Hold
like
on.
the Niners are going to fall off because they can't punt the ball.
So we just got 2 trade offers for our number 63.
Hmm.
So we are being offered a fourth round pick,
Hmm.
117, and future picks, and an offensive guard.
Yeah, but the problem
Mm,
is like, you know what? I don't know. I would consider it, but the problem is I don't know what the stats on this guy is.
right.
So,
Here's
you
this
know
one.
what?
We are okay. So the Panthers. Check this out though.
Mhm.
For just giving up our 63, we take their 65, so we go down 2 spots. Plus, we get
Mhm.
142 and future picks, 2 sevens and a 5.
Well,
That's
that would
not
be pretty good because,
that's
no
not bad.
offense, I don't think the Panthers are going anywhere. So,
Nah, no, no.
so
I
what
like
the
that
heck?
one. I don't mind that
Go with
one.
power. Go with power.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Uh,
let's uh
I thought
let's
we already
trade.
drafted powers. No.
No, no, no. We're not. We're talking about the Panthers.
Oh, okay, okay.
Wake up.
No, no, no. I mean, I thought you said you were going to select powers. I'm like, nah.
No, no, no. All right. Do you want to do this
Okay.
trade?
Yeah,
Would you
let's
do
do
this?
it.
All right, all right, all right. So we moved down 2 spots, so it's not too bad. All right. Anything with the Cowboys, I say no.
No, I'm not helping them out.
Hey Jerry. Yeah. Nope. There it is.
The
See, hit. Nope.
number you have reached is no longer in service. I doubt Jerry needs our help messing up the
Nah.
Cowboys.
I can help with that. So let's see. All right. The Browns are offering the 6 plus future. Now I'm good. I need something now. Let's see. Next offer.
Hmm.
They're offering us a player.
and the second round for
for next year.
2025.
So we get a lineman. Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I say we stick with the draft. We'll pick ourselves.
Yeah, because we don't know. I mean, again, if the profiles were enabled, then we could definitely look and say, okay, this guy's fairly young.
Solid. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like it because we don't know what like unless you already know the guy by heart, which
right.
All right. What are the odds we're going to pay attention to that team?
So we got 2 linemen and we got a corner. So for number 63 or 65, who would you take?
Let's see what receiver wise to see what we got.
All right. So we got Leggett, Polk, Burden, Walker. We got Brendan Rice.
You were pretty high on Brendan Rice. So.
Yeah.
But let's see. How about an edge rusher? See, I mean,
hold on. So 6'1". I'll get there. Let's see. Hands. Wow, that's pretty solid. Quarterback rating when targeted. So his QB had really good success. His blocking could use help, but that's not that bad.
I'm not too worried about the blocking, honestly. Right. The hands is the most important one to me.
It's the most important, right?
Yeah.
Let me check this one real quick. 6'1". Let's see. See, like like the hands 74, like
anything below like that, So let's see. Come on, Rice.
Let's see, Rice. Come on. Let's see. 6'2". All right. I mean, we gotta draft him, dude. We got our boy Jerry right there. What's up, Jerry?
It's all keep it in the family.
So okay.
The hands. Well, he definitely didn't pick up the dad from his dad. Man, but like, I don't know. I might pass.
Don't say that to Jerry.
Jerry didn't hear that.
See, because it's gonna be awkward. We're walking down the hallway and Jerry's coming like towards our direction. We're not gonna don't make eye contact with Jerry.
No.
I mean, I'll be like, good day,
no,
sir.
Jerry, good day. Sorry. But hey.
All right. So receiver, you said defensive line or edge?
Yeah.
All right. So we got defensive tackle from Texas. Let's see. 6'4", 366.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go down here. Run defense, 100%. I like it.
Ooh.
His pass rush, pretty decent. It's tackling.
Yeah.
But it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's not horrible. But for run defense, that's amazing. Especially because, if we're going to face a heavy running team, that's going to be – he's on the list. Let's put it that way. He's on the consideration list.
All right. For sure. So let's try this guy, Nealon. 6'3", 267.
No.
Nah, I'm good.
Definitely.
Nope. We'll try one more. Dorless. 6'3".
5 sacks.
Did it say 5 sacks?
Yeah, 5 sacks.
Oh, okay. I haven't even noticed that. Okay, nope. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I mean, let's go back to him. He got 2 sacks though, but
yeah, but you know what? That's what Bosa's for. And if we could just stop the run game or help, slow him down or add pressure, especially if it's 100%.
And you gotta think of this. He's a defensive tackle, so with Armstead being gone, Sweat could come in and fill that void. And one thing that stands out to me is his tackles. He had 45. I don't know if that's just per season or like lifetime with the Texans or with the Longhorns, but
I can't picture someone doing only 45 tackles in just like the length of time he has, because it's got to be longer than that.
Has to be, right?
Because considering how long the game goes and the ridiculous course that sometimes it goes by,
Well, the only reason I'm saying this is right here. He had 25 tackles, 13 assist tackles, 25 stops. The reason I bring that up is with Armstead, I think he was averaging about like 20 tackles a season, maybe like 2 sacks.
Yeah, but at the same time, he hasn't been really that healthy either. So,
all right. So we also got an edge.
Let's see.
So those guys are the same.
Marshall, did we see him?
Yeah, and Dorless, we saw them. So I mean, I don't know, dude. Like to for the sake of keeping this going, I
I'd
think
go with Sweat, dude.
you want to go with Sweat.
I think I'm gonna go with Sweat.
Let's see real quick. Six
Six.
linebacker. Yeah, let's go with
Yeah,
Sweat.
Sweat.
Wait, but or that receiver, Leggett, because he had his stats were solid right here.
Yeah, his stats are pretty solid, but uh, yeah, let's go with him.
You want to go with him?
Let's go with Xavier.
All right, so we'll draft him. Hopefully, Sweat's still there at 94. I doubt it. Nope, he's gone. So it's all good. We'll figure it out.
Uh, thank God
We,
we're not on somebody's payroll. So
I know, man.
you let who go?
I mean, maybe we should just like I don't know how many picks are left.
I think that's it because it's already
Oh
going
wait,
to round three,
we
right?
got three. We got 4 picks left, so we gotta speed this up.
Uh,
So let's get this going. So we are currently at 92. We're at 94. All right, we're next. Here we go. So we got a trade here, third round next year, and an
no,
offensive guard. No, right?
no. I would just right now, for the sake of just time, let's just see who's available. And
Number fifth round, nope.
no,
Future picks, nope. Number wait, we moved down one spot and we get they're 95 and they're 7. Nah, huh?
nah,
It's the Chiefs. F the
I'm not
Chiefs.
gonna help the Chiefs.
Yeah, F them. All right. So let's see. Yeah, so dude is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at a receiver. So let's look at Walker 6'2". Uh oh,
No,
but we already drafted a receiver though, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
How
we
about
just
tight end? Just out of curiosity,
all right.
let's take a look.
All right, we'll take a look. So let's see, Ben Sinnott, 6'4",
6'4".
250.
Ooh,
That's not bad. That's
it's
actually
decent.
not bad.
That's decent.
That's not bad.
Especially, I like the deep threat in hands and the blocking. It's
Right.
not bad.
Okay, so all right. I'll consider that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. 6'5", 306, 92% in tackling. Run defense is not good. Uh,
Sweat was
uh
better.
and hey, no regrets, man. No
No
regrets.
regrets. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not a regret. I'm just saying. Definitely no. Let's go tight
Yeah.
end. One more, and I think
Yeah, I
it
think we
looks
have to
like
go
we're
tight end.
gonna get a
Yeah,
tight end.
we're going tight end.
Going
All
tight end.
right. All right. The Booch gets his wish. So
Yep.
I'm gonna draft. All right. So we get that dude. Now we got 3 more. Now we're entering the 4th round. So our next pick is at 124. They're currently on 99. Yep. So
So if that's the case, how about?
now let's recap real quick. So we got an offensive tackle, right tackle, a center,
Mm-hmm.
cornerback, a receiver, a tight end. Now we need some defensive help, like linebacker maybe, or defensive line.
How
You know
about
what
a
I mean?
safety?
Safety.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jair Brown and Hufunga. What are you talking about? Safety.
Just in case. No, well, because look what happened. The only reason I say that because look at what happened when Funga went out. Right.
Hmm.
I just feel safer if we have one extra. You know, someone who's young, like Jair Brown. Imagine both of them, working together in tandem.
True, but let's see. Let's see. So we got damn, they still got some corners available that are they're saying they're pretty solid. All right, so he is 6'4", 252. Oof,
No.
no. And again, I'm not a scout, so I'm just breezing through this.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, wait a minute. 92% run defense. Pass rush is not the greatest, but tackling's 82.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're saying that maybe an edge rusher, maybe
Maybe an edge rusher.
6'2". No. 6'6" edge rusher. That's pretty good height. Nope.
Mm-mm.
I mean, dang.
We're kind of limited here. How
We
about we look
are.
at running back?
Really?
The only reason why I say that because I still feel like we can like trade some like Elijah Mitchell for somebody else because you know what, just somebody extra to help CMC.
Yeah, because I mean, I believe Jordan Mason should like move up the depth
I
chart.
don't. I think Jordan Mason is the most underrated running back we have.
Yeah, he's solid, man. That
But
dude.
but that's why I want one more extra just in case we can, like say just to free up Mason. I mean not Mason Mitchell
Right,
because Mitchell is. I like Mitchell, but he just gets hurt too much. You
right.
know,
Um, the stats, man. They're
they're not really the
like,
great. Well, we're getting close to the bottom of the barrel right now, so.
right.
mm,
I say we should just. Nah, we don't need a receiver. We already got that. We already got a. It
Tight
has
end.
to be a defensive line, dude. It has to be
All right. Let's see what we got in defensive line.
6'2", 82
Not bad.
percent run
Pass rush,
defense.
I'm not because the other guy, if the one we got in previous was a
Right.
better, pat.
But if he could stop the run, though, that's a
Yeah.
run stuffer, man. That's pretty solid. I like that. Um, this guy here, he's better at pass rush.
I
Like,
think we that's not too bad because he's a little bit higher average than most guys,
right.
and I kind of want us to sack the quarterback more, so pass rush. But at the same time, I'm also worried about our.
If we stop the run, dude, Bosa is gonna get to the quarterback. If we stuff the run, if we have
Mhm,
other personnel that can stop the run, that's
mhm.
gonna leave Bosa right there or Hargrave. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I say we should go after Davis.
Okay.
Want to just do it?
Let's do it.
All right, welcome Davis to the Niners. Let's go. All right, so now we are two more picks away,
Hmm.
and then we wrap this up for
Hmm.
tomorrow's actual draft. Which again, we are going live, everyone. So be
Hmm.
sure to subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and we'll bring you that content. So we are going to deny this trade.
Just did not reject all, I guess. And like I
Yeah,
said, I'm not helping the Chiefs or
or
the
the Cowboys,
Cowboys or the
or the
Eagles or
nope.
Seahawks. I mean, the hell no.
Stores closed. Stores
We're
closed.
close.
So um,
How
right
about DB?
now, I mean,
Just
we.
as a rotational player. Because right now, I mean, what else do we got to look out for?
But see, hold up though, because we were considering that defensive lineman, and he's still there.
Which one? Hunt?
I think it was Hunt. Yeah, he's still there, and you're like, oh, he's cool. His stats are decent. We could just
All right,
draft
let's get
him.
Hunt. Let's draft him.
Let's draft him. All right, let's
Let's
draft
draft him.
him. All right, so we got one more pick, which is going to be number 135. This is it. So we should be going now. Let's just reject all. So now with the very last pick, let's do a recap. So we got offensive tackle, right tackle, center,
Mhm.
cornerback, receiver, tight end, defensive tackle,
Offensive
defensive
tackle.
end. Should we do
Let's
either a
try this.
corner or receiver
No, I
or
think
running back?
receiver would. How about defensive back? No.
That or running back?
Let's take a look and see what we. Because didn't we already look at this? Oh, we haven't looked at him yet.
No,
He's
tackling is not that
decent.
great. Coverage is 82 though, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Um,
All
Run
right.
defense solid. Coverage
Zone.
84. Tackling's decent. How tall is he?
He's
6'2". That's
6'2".
not bad. That's
Yeah.
decent.
Let's see. We'll put him in a maybe list, but let's take a look at the running backs after this one.
5'2". Oh, these are solid. I mean,
Mm, no.
all right. So I like Oladipo.
Yeah.
Oladapo. So and then
Ladapo.
running back. All right. So here we go. Uh, 6 foot. Now this one, when it comes to running backs, it says rushing. Okay, he's a good running back. Breaking
Hmm.
tackles, I like that. That's pretty good. Uh,
But his receiving hands kind of makes me worry.
right. Like we need you to catch in the backfield. So 5'10".
Hey, you know what? Just
I
for
already
fun.
know
Who?
who. Frank Gore Jr.
No,
Who?
no, I wasn't gonna say. Let's see if Jerry Rice's son is available because I don't want to piss him off and say, "Hey, you didn't even look at my son again."
Dude, he's gone, bro. Look, let's
He's
see.
gone.
Dude, you got to deal with that drama, man. Look, he went to the
Uh,
Raiders.
oh no!
That's your fault, bro. That's your
Ah,
fault, man.
yeah. All right.
So we could
You
either
guys,
go
how
with
about Christian
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's brother?
We could go McCaffrey's brother, or if we want a running back, just get Frank Gore Jr.
If he's
So
there,
I don't think McCaffrey's there though.
I thought I saw McCaffrey somewhere. Didn't I? Or am I just tripping?
Oh, he's right
There it
there.
is.
Let's look. Let's look first. Let's look. So
Wide
6'2".
receiver. Not bad.
Hands is decent. Short receiving is cool. Decent route runner. Blocking is okay. All right, so maybe, or let's see if we can see Frank Gore Jr. Let's see. We're just going nostalgia, people. So here
There
he
he
is.
is.
He's right there. 5'8". Dude could run, man. He could ball. Rushing 81%. Breaking tackles 70.
Receiving
Oof.
hands kind of makes me. I'd rather go with Christian's brother though.
Man, so if you see not only Jerry Rice, but Frank Gore walking down the hall, you got to close your eyes, bro. You're going to be like, oh, man. Like, because they're going to be like, yo, what happened? What happened,
I'll be hiding
Hunter?
in Chinatown. I could blend in.
There's the whack joke of the day. Let's go. Yeah.
So we're going with McCaffrey.
Let's just go with McCaffrey. Whatever.
All right. Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the Niners. There it is. So we have completed our draft. So we went and traded Ayuk for the number 5 with the Chargers, then traded down with the Vikings to get number 11 and 23. So we actually had 3 first rounders, which I believe is a really good draft because we got our starting right tackle, we got essentially our starting center, and then we got a potential starting like cornerback. Our receivers seems pretty decent. We got a tight end that could actually block and possibly like get prepared to replace Kittle, maybe. And then our defensive line, like our tackle and our edge, and then our receivers. So I like this. This is actually a good draft. So
I feel confident with it, and I'm happy with it so far. But the ones that really matter the most is what's going to happen tomorrow. So that's the
right,
biggest one.
right.
So
So I mean, with that, I'm happy with the draft. It'll be good. I feel like that this was actually interesting. So with the mock draft, I feel like it went a little longer than anticipated, but we got the job done out of 4 rounds.
mhm.
I mean, all in all, I really hope that the Niners make some moves and John Lynch does something that could improve our team and get us out of that salary cap stranglehold.
Mhm.
So tomorrow I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go live. I'm ready to witness with everyone. Uh, what we're gonna do.
Let's see what happens, and we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. So with that, thank you all for joining us again. This is Question Everything, and we are Bay Area sport fans, which are going to be Niners, Warriors, Sharks, and Giants. Used to love the A's, but they're leaving, so it's kind of like, but that's
Yeah,
another story. With that, any last thoughts, Hunter, before we check out?
that's it. Like I said, let's go Niners tomorrow. We got to do it. We got to make it big.
All right, y'all. So again, if you haven't
All right.
done so,
Like it.
subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and we'll see y'all tomorrow going live. All
All
right.
right.
Later, girls.